Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. Let's turn these scraps into these tags. All of these tags. Let's get started. I have all of these scraps. You will see why later on in the month, why I have all these scraps. And I have this bag of all these tags. I want to turn these scraps into tags for scrapbooking. So let's go through and see what tags we want to use. Normally, I would literally just use my ankle punch, but I want actual tags in different shapes. So I'm going to use this one. This is not that. This is not for that. And I think this will be too big on the scraps. I think this is the closest size I can use. Yes. So I'm going to use that one. These ones cut interesting shapes. So we're going to try that, and then I'm going to put the rest away. We're just going to do those ones there. These are going to get put away. These are going to get put away. And we are going to make this as quick and as painless as possible, you guys. All right. So what I'm going to do is take 2 sheets of paper, opposite ones. So we're not going to do 2 that look the same. And I'm just going to slip it on my pad. Sounds so weird. I'm going to line up as many as I can, which will not be many because I don't have a full size, my paper slips. I really need a magnetic. So what I'm going to do is do this, okay? Then I'm going to add my plate on top and run it through front and back. This isn't super thick paper, but we're going to run it front and back. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is pull this to the front. Oh, that never cut through. I didn't go far enough back. That's all right. I'll just slice it with my scissor. So now I already did those. So we're going to pull this forward and we're going to grab a different one. And let's just go with this one because I think this will fit. Yep. We're going to go with a different one and do the same thing. Run it back and forth twice. Okay, and then we have this one. So now let me grab a scissor since that didn't cut through, which is fine. I knew it when I did it. Okay, I knew it when I did it, you guys. That's fine. Just gonna slice off the bottom. Most likely, when I use these, they're gonna be going underneath photos anyway. So already we have 6 different tags. All right, so I'm going to show you. Let's grab a different set of colors because we're going to do 2 more, and I'll show you how. I'll do it one more time on camera. This time we're not gonna short ourselves this time, you guys. We're gonna cut all the way through. I'm gonna take this one and this one because I haven't done this one yet. And then put our plate on. Let's nudge that a little farther up so we actually cut the bottom of our tag this time. And because it's 2 papers, back and forth. See, you didn't hear that the last time, right? That was a me problem. All right. And then we're going to, once again, pull this down. Grab another one. Put it on. Run it through. if you can do 3 sheets, I would, but I don't think I can. Sometimes 3 sheets is just not plausible. All right. So now I have 4 of one kind, 2 of this kind. Is that? Yep. And then 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 4 of that one. So now all I'm going to do is continue going through and cutting as many tags as I can. Like I said, I want these for scrapbooking, and I think these colors will work with bring a lot of color to a lot of layouts. So all I'm going to do is continue doing what I'm doing, and then I'll be back and show you everything and then how I'm going to store them. Okay, I am all done with these tags, and we are going to put this away so it's out of the way. We're going to put that away so it's out of the way, and then we're going to put away our dies before I lose my dies. And I'm going to grab this container here. This is where I keep all of my die cuts now. I used to keep them in a drawer. You guys. So what I'm going to do is sort them by color and store them by color. It made a lot of different tags. And that way, when I need a tag for journaling, I have a lot of different colors covered here. Like I can use this for yellow or orange, I think, right? I would just need like maybe reds. This was a lot. It was a lot. I tried to cycle through. What I did was when I cut a die, I had them all laid out in front of me, and when I cut a die, I put it at the end, and then I would just go through and cycle through them so I wasn't cutting the same ones over and over and over again. So I ended up with $12 purple, 6 of this orange and yellow, $18 pink. That's crazy. 6 green. And what do you think? I'm going with 18 blue. All right, I have all these open spots right here in the front. So I'm just going to fill the empty spots with all of these. And then when I need a die, a tag, I know to come in here and I can grab some tags. Now, I do want to eventually do other colors. Like I red, brown, black, white tags. So I would like to fill these up. So brown, black, white, and red. That would be, I think, all the colors that I would need to fill all this up with tags. So eventually that is my plan. My plan is also to make sure I fill all of this up with usable items that I'm going to use in scrapbooking, and hopefully get rid of items I'm not going to use. I've already started getting rid of items I'm not going to use. But there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying seeing me use every last scrap of paper from a paper pad. That has been my goal for the past 2 months. I started it in April and I'm finishing it and continue it in May. And I may even continue into June to show you all the things that you can do with one paper pad for journal making. These tags could be great for journal making. I'm just going to end up using them for scrapbooking. That's what I'm using them for, but they're also great for journal making. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.